Today, because we got a lot of interest from friends outside of Greece of how we managed to increase the horsepower on this locked ECU, especially on a Ford Ranger Raptor 3.0 liter gasoline with 292 horsepower. This is a 2024 model, and we're gonna show you step by step how you install our customizable PD pack. Of course, with each PD pack come instructions, but we're not gonna need it because we're gonna show you with John now. And later in the video, we're gonna have George with us to give you more details about this PD pack. Before we start the installation of the PD pack, we got 3 sensors. Okay, the names on them are a little tricky. Sensor A is the boost sensor. Camshaft position is the RPM sensor, and the manifold sensor is manifold sensor. First of all, locate the connector of the boost pressure sensor, remove the white cap, and connect it to the relayed plug and play connector. Secondly, put the PD pack sensor right on the boost pressure sensor. Next is the most difficult sensor, the manifold one. It's underneath this plastic pipe. So locate the connector of the manifold pressure sensor, remove it, and connect it to the related plug and play connector of the rapid wire. Finally, the last connector is the connector of the RPM sensor. Remove it and connect it to the related plug and play connector of the rapid wiring. And put the final sensor back to its place. After all the installments of the sensors, we need to power up our PD pack.
Okay, you might see John behind me still working on the car. We finished the car. We have problems with time. That's why we are making the video while John is working on it. So some information about this car. They had the greatest idea of installing a winch right in front of the intercooler. I don't know why, don't ask me, but they did. Thankfully, we didn't have issues with the temperatures, even though we ran the car like 20 times. So you need to understand that on cars like this, when we do what we do, every time we need to log the car and every time we need to see what's up. So I'll show you behind me on the screen why we need to individually remap every car. This car had nothing to do with the previous one we did on video, where we could build up the boost without having issues. On this car, you'll see that when we tried to build up the boost, we would have a flat spot and then it would boost. So we did a couple of tuning settings on the Parallel ECU. You will see that on the first run, we had a flat spot that was, you could feel it in the car. Then you will see on the second run, we fixed it a little bit, but not that much. And then on the third run and above, we fixed it in a way that you cannot feel that flat spot anymore. It boosts high the way we want it. So, you know, every car is different, right? So we need, and we have the option to do that on our dyno. We're gonna sell this kit to Europe right now. We found some settings that will make the car boost the way we like. But even on these cars, you need to have different settings. So in case we sell you a kit like this and you need some adjustments, we will have a cable with the kit that you will be able to connect to your computer. We're gonna get live to your car and fix this. The results speak by themselves. There's nothing we need to say about this. We had, you know, this car's run for like a year and a half now. We had cars with other parallel ECUs that didn't make that kind of power. The best we saw was 340 horsepower. We're not gonna mention names of who did it, but we had some parallel ECUs that only make 20 horsepower. So yes, our kit might be a little bit more expensive, but we do extensive work in case of making power and everything. This is what I wanted to tell you while John is still working and hiding the cables back there. love working on these cars. They make great power. So when the time comes that we're going to be able to tune it, it's going to be much different. But so thanks for being with us. We hope to see you out there. RaceRoms out. I was very excited to make this video, so I didn't have the time to give you guys results. So this car came in with 289 horsepower, I believe, 293, sorry, with 490 Newton meters of torque, so which is exactly the numbers that Ford quotes for the European model. On this one, we almost made 100 horsepower, 389 with 650 Newton meters of torque. That's the limit of the parallel ECU right now. If you try to do more, then we have boost problems and we're not going to have a car sitting like this. So thanks again. Have a good one. Bye.